Welcome back again. Now we are going to play the
9, 8,
24 seconds
6,
Elite
5,
Crazyhouse
4,
Arena.
3, 2,
Looking forward to
1,
get back at
0.
a variation which is a bit more known to me, and that's after the 3 check tournaments. This will be nice to play some Crazyhouse again. Let's go h6, thinking about h6, but you might have bishop takes b5, c6, and then knight at h5, which seems annoying. So maybe I should play something else. Bishop at f6 surely will, or a g5 surely will come. So how to deal with that? h6 takes. Alright, let's just go h6. Expecting him to take on c6 at some moment. Right, he decides to go f3. Let's go d6, try to clear my position a bit. Probably bishop d3, yeah. Let's not allow him to get any weaknesses in on the king side. And I decided not to berserk, so there he has to play quickly and I can take some time to find the moves. Bishop at a6 threatening. Well, it isn't really a threat though, since I'll have this move. Maybe it will be after c4, but okay, let's see if he wants to play c4. He decides to sidestep with the king first. Right, let's accept this sacrifice. Try to harass the queen. Takes pawn at g4 comes to mind. Probably wins the queen if he takes back. Right, very aggressive play by Fumitax, but it might work. Takes, then he'll take on f7, and then I'll have to play something like pawn at f3, I think. Block the file. Expecting bishop at d3. Yeah, there we go. And the important thing is that I have this knight at g5 move covered for now. And I'm threatening h takes g2, which he now has resolved. And I guess I'll have to take here. Yeah, he couldn't take back. Threatening knight at f2. So we had to defend that. Let's take this one. And I walked into knight at f7. That's too bad. And he probably has me right now. have something left here. Now let's just take and see if he finds the checkmate, which probably is there. Yeah, he finds it. Well played. It's bold decision berserking with 3+2. I think I'll just I won't berserk, or at least not in many games, since it's very hard in general. And now there is also a very strong opposition. So if they don't do anything bad in the opening, you'll have to fight very quickly in the middle game, and you'll probably get punished for it. And I would like to get some good games going and try to berserk every once in a while. Just will mess up my time strategy, since 1.5 minute game is just so much different from a 3+2 game. Alright, Old Man H is up next. Already I have this comfortable position. Rook G8, and I can take already on G7. So bishop at H6 seems logical, yes. Now I can trade on D2. Maybe he'll repeat. And then I can take maybe, or play bishop at G5. Both bishop at G5 seems fine as well. He can take back now on G5, and then I'll take on G7 first, giving a check. Now pawn at F6 is a threat. He might try bishop at B4, but then I can just block with bishop at B4 at C3 maybe, or just C3, and then I'll get something in on F6 or on H6. Let's just go to C3, keep these pawn and bishop in hand. Bishop at F6 now, and pawn at E7, for example. Knight H5 is also a good move. Yeah, in the opening I managed to trade the pieces and put them back on the board with tempo, so now my pieces are much better places than his. And although he bishop at A5, he tried something there. If I take it, then he takes on G5. That was his plan. Now, for example, Rook G8, there will be Knight H7 and Knight takes F6. Let's go Knight takes F6 first, threatening the Rook. And well, it's hard for him to find a good move here, I guess. I could take on H7 or play bishop at H6, but I think even just taking is fine. Knight at C2, then I can just sidestep to D1, for example. I think D1 is the safest. And I'm threatening checkmate with pawn at G7, Rook at G8. Yeah, too much. Alright, let's see who's playing. Jan Lee is playing, also streaming the finisher, Fumitox, Rapid Variance, Y Scorpion. A lot of the strong Crazyhouse players are joining. CIW, who is a bit underrated now, but he can play very good. Right, Mary Arton. Usually tough games against him. Let's try this bishop e2 system. Bit slower than the bishop c4 one, but you get a very solid position out of it. Because in many cases, when you have to take back on f3, you can do so with the bishop. Right, caught him in a pre-move there, and I don't know why you would pre-move in 3+2. It's completely unnecessary. Eyeing these two pawns. He defends. And now I'll try bishop at c4. Since I have this extra bishop, pawn at g6 maybe possible in the future. Let's see. Let's go pawn at g6. Make him use the pawn on e6. Because surely he can't allow me taking. And this knight is... He can take it and then he can take the bishop, but I'll get a rook in return. So therefore it's fine for now. Well, same motive. Now I'll try to get this bishop to h5. Maybe I'll sacrifice even for it. Yeah, it seems quite alright. Since if he takes with the e-pawn, I also have knight at d6, winning the rook. And if he takes with the f-pawn, well, f6 becomes open. And I can use that for my pieces. Well, that's already a free rook. Let's go queen h5. Get the queen helping in the attack. Maybe I have checkmate already. Let's see. Yeah, he decides to resign. All right. Didn't see the checkmate yet, but it was a very overwhelming position for me. I was just beating him. Liuma, he decides to berserk, but let's stick to not berserking and just play a normal game. And even though rating wise you might expect me to berserk back or beat him even if I berserk, but as I said, I would like to keep my rhythm going of playing with the same time control. Alright, let's see, pawn at f3 is an option here, I guess. Try to get in on his king. Now I'm threatening bishop at f3. Also bishop at g4 comes to mind. Let's go bishop at f3. He can have my rook, that's fine. Yeah. Since he doesn't have any good entry point for his knight, if I take like this, that still remains the case. Knight at h8 was his plan after queen takes f6, I think. But now I'll just have to take everything. And try to get the knight for f3. Let's go bishop at h7, bishop at h5, I'll block. Right, that's a good move. Have to go bishop at d6. And he's already running very low on time, which is good news for me. Let's block. Block again. Just using all the pawns to try to keep my king safe. Rook at e7. Gotta watch out for that. Right, just keep taking. And now I have my checkmate threat of knight at f3 and rook at h2. So now I will be able to just sacrifice my queen for everything he's throwing at me. There we go. Alright, won 3 games in a row. At the second place now. Fumi talks again, keeps berserking, and he's managed to get 16 points already with it. Let's try not to overthink it, but do play in a pace where I'm happy. So yeah, now is the first moment that he needs to think. Queen b4, alright. Let's go a3. If he takes, then I'll play rook b1 and go rook b7. Since I think a queen threat is fine for me. Rook takes c7, rook takes d7. He has to worry about those kind of moves. Take again. Pawn at h6, and I want to play pawn at g7. Then take the knight and knight h5, something like that. And at least now, in contrast with to our first game, I'm attacking him and he has to use time defending. And since he berserked, there will be no increment in his case. Right, this probably wins the queen. Okay, let's keep going. Thanks for the donation, Casa di Loco boys. Much appreciated. I hope you're having a good day after last night. Yeah, for the other viewers, we celebrated the king's birthday last night. Alright. Taking down the tournament leader. So he'll be off streak, and I will be able to catch him next game. But if his berserking keeps going this well, I will have a hard time keeping up with him. And of course, there's a long way to go. But happy to win these 4 games in a row. Well, let's see. Taking a while to get an opponent. Okay, there we go. FMH bar. My record against him isn't that good, as you can see. Let's go for the bishop e7 line. See what he has against this. Knight f6. Knight f5, bishop f8 is an option here. Rook g8 is also an option. Let's go bishop f8. Knight d5 maybe next, d5, d6, d5 even. He's probably figuring out if pawn at h6 is a good move here, which I guess it is. If the cover takes knight at d5, therefore I place the pawn here. And now maybe I can go d5. Not quite sure yet. Yeah, let's go for it. If he takes on f6 in between, I'll just take and play bishop e6. And I'm nicely developed. Alright, I guess I'm okay with the queen trade. My bishops are still covering the entry squares of any pawn drops or something like that, so queen trade is fine for me. Bishop e7, covering f6 again, and now moves like queen at b4 maybe in order. Queen at d5 comes to mind. Queen at d5 seen covering this square. He wants to go rook d1, I think. Let's block in advance. Now not with the queen, since then the rook will of course pin. And now, for example, if rook d1, bishop at d7 may be fine. And then I'll try to go bishop a6. Pawn at g7, expecting rook e8 will come then. If queen at h8, probably bishop at g8. I think you should try something like knight at c5 maybe. Yeah, he does. And I may have to, I may be able to take it. And then go bishop at d2. Don't know if it will be enough though. Now I have this escape square on e7 for my king. Yeah, he decides not to take it. Right, let's take this one. Threatening bishop at e2, knight at f4. With checkmating sequence. He has bishop at f8. I missed that. Maybe I should have. I couldn't have taken. That would have been checkmate. Bishop at f8. Yeah, that's nasty. It's alright. Maybe I can run away. Queen at d8. King g7. So probably queen at h8. Then I'll block. Yeah, I think this is the correct move. I can't take because of checkmate on d8, so therefore king g7, queen at f8, rook at g7. I might run to f5 and be safe. but he can promote to a knight. Knight here. Then move back. Then rook at g8. Right, so that's not possible. Alright, he found the move. Queen g7. And g4. g4, queen h6. Yeah, well done. I missed that he could have played bishop at f8. Alright, Fumi talks again. Let's just play the same line. He plays it a little bit differently. Let's sacrifice and go pawn at h6. He decided not to take my sacrifice. But alright, now I seem to have this fine position. Let's see. Rook at f8 should be enough. Had to check if you can checkmate with pawn at h2, but I don't think that he has enough. Maybe he does though. Yeah, this is bad. He can just play knight at g4 now. Or even this. Okay. Should not have allowed him such an easy mate. Queen at g2. Anything wins. Alright. Alright, and teach. For now I'm still in second place, so that's nice. Maybe you want to take on e5. Yeah, let's try that. Not allowing him this positional grind with bishop g5, f4, those kind of moves. But rather get some dynamic play going. Maybe knight at h5. Then I'll go rook g8. And try to use my pawns to push him back. Let's go h6, denying him knight b5, trading for the bishop. I guess I have to take this one. And now maybe pawn at e7. Since he was threatening knight takes g7 and bishop at f6, forking my rook and queen. So therefore I decided to play pawn at e7. It's a rather passive move, but maybe I can get something going with bishop d6, g6. And try to get in. Yeah, he's already trying to break this pawn structure. I'm expecting him to take on d5. Alright, he wants to do it with tempo on my queen. But I think this is a fine now. Queen a4, and just bishop d7. Now I'm threatening mate, so he has to do something about that. Bishop g5 maybe. I don't know. Alright, knight h3, knight f3, pawn at g2 is what I'm planning. If he goes to f1, I can take like this. So yeah, he has to play like that. If he takes the knight, I'll have queen at e4. So he has to take that one. If he takes, I'll have bishop takes h5. If not, I'll have to play a safe move. And now he can try to get the initiative back. But alright, his king is very unsafe. For example, queen h4 is now the mate threat. Okay. Queen at h8, just knight at f8. Seems fine. Since I still have this queen h4. And now even there's this rook with some discovery checks on the king. So I'm pretty happy with my position here, yeah. This should lead to mate. Let's see, where is it? I thought knight e1, but he can take that one with check. I missed that. Okay. Queen here, knight here. That won't be enough. Alright, but let's see, what are his concrete threats? Knight at f6 maybe. Thinking about bishop e4. Knight at e6 is also fine, I think. Not as easy as I thought it would be. Let's go bishop e4. Let's see how he wants to proceed here. Pawn at d7 maybe, but I'll probably take. 92. Seems like the only good move. Now at least I'm winning the queen. And I don't think he has anything. He can sacrifice a bunch of material though, so I have to be careful. Let's just block with a lot of pieces and try to run at the right moment. G6 seems like a safe haven. Rook at G5 was nice. I missed that. Let's see, where am I safe? Okay, I think the checks have run out. He needs another knight at C5. And now I should be able to find a mate with these heavy pieces waiting in the bank. Queen at H6. Alright. I thought it was easier there in the beginning, but I missed that I couldn't play knight at E1, and I also missed that I thought I had another pawn. Yeah, fun game, Antic. And he probably had a win. So right, Fumi Talks losing a lot of games, but also berserking, so getting more points. Jan Lee on 100%, the finisher also. Curious if Upper Wazen is also playing. Yeah, seems to be joining a bit late. Alright, just the normal stuff. Probably bishop at h4, h3 will come, rook b1. And try to get something going. Alright, so you go pawn at g4. I could have taken, but I prefer to step back and let him take on f3. Great, now I'll take if he doesn't do anything about it. Guess he does. I hung knight e2. That's sloppy. Now probably will be defending for a while. But if he allows me to play bishop at g3 or pawn at g3, I think I should be fine. No, he does so himself. Yeah, allowing knight at a2 is very careless. Shouldn't do that. I think this is the correct one. He might be trying to calculate something even quicker. Queen at h1, nice find. Alright, knight at d2 is made. Let's just move on to the next game. I normally giving away a piece or something against a player of his caliber is not that much of a problem, but the queen with no foresight of any threats, that's too much. So alright, bit of a bad streak, but we'll try to get back into it again. Right, maybe knight c3, then bishop e4, or d5 even. Don't know what he's thinking about. I think just a normal developing move should be fine. Maybe he was trying to calculate knight takes f2 threats. But generally in these kinds of positions I'm pretty happy. Since the knight's on f3 he can't kick my knight away. So therefore I'll have relatively free development. Go f5 to free my pieces a bit. And the queen can now help to defend. Bishop can also try to come to the king side. And now, well, we've traded some pieces, so bishop at h5 probably, or bishop at g4 if he plays knight at h5. And I'm not worried about pawn at e5 or pawn at g5, since I can just step back, and even pawn at g5 I can just take, since I have 3 defenders. So pretty happy with this position so far, and also that's visible when you are looking at the situation on the clock. Since I have practically used no time at all, and he is already thinking for more than a minute and a half. Alright, knight at e5. Let's stick to the plan. Yeah, alright. Let's just go back. And I'm super solid over here, and well, I don't see anything concrete for him yet. He might want to go knight to e5 again, but then I think I'll take, and alright, I've given this move. Let's go pawn at g4. If I go back, then he plays knight e5, and he has a fine position. But if he takes here now, I'll take here, take queen takes g7, and I'll have control over the g file. And also note that the rook is then also on f3, so he can take back with the queen. So he decides to play knight e5 anyway. But now I think I can try to get in. If take, then knight at f3 and then take the pawn. And if he doesn't take, knight takes f2 seems pretty strong. Queen at g4, queen takes g4 may be an option for him. But then I'll have rook at f1, and he can't take. And it seems like he doesn't have the a quick attack on my king, since this pawn is actually blocking most of his threats. Let's take. And now knight at f2. If he takes my rook, I'll take the queen, and if he takes with the bishop, I'll take the queen this way. It's actually a nice way to win material. Let's see. I shouldn't take that. Let's keep on pounding on g2. Bishop at f3 next, maybe. At some stage I can even take the knight. What is his threat here? I guess he wants to go knight g6 or something. I don't see it. Let's just take. And take again. Bishop at g3 next. And bishop h5. Alright. He tried to get some counterplay going on, but it was after the opening, it was pretty hard for him to find a good move. The knight on f3 is just, it doesn't belong on f3, it should be on e2. And those subtle differences can sometimes be enough in this kind of level. Alright, Fumi talks again. Let's differentiate with knight h4. Expecting h6 maybe. He'll decide to go this way. How do you want to play this? Let's go takes and e4. Try to get something going at g7, c7 maybe. I want to block over there. And take with check. Alright. Let's harass the queen. I think I have to play bishop e5 first, because now I threaten to play knight h6. Maybe he can do something about it, but it seemed like something he had to deal with. Now take and try to win the queen. And he always can take on g2, but I don't know if it will be enough. Maybe f3 at some stage. I think now f3 is necessary. And it's important that my knight is covering these squares, because then I can just take on f1 whenever I want. Does he have checkmate? I has 2 rooks, I have to watch out for that. Rook at g2 was a big threat. Okay, let's just block, allowing that move. That was a bit wasn't the best. Right, king h2. And now pressure on the clock will hopefully win the game. Alright. Yeah, happy to win against Fumitox. He's just so quick on and when I try to play at his speed, I'll probably make a mistake. So therefore, I played a bit slower that game. I managed to get an equal position, and then he most likely it's more likely that he will make a mistake since he's on time pressure. Right, Curie XR again, opting for this system. Let's try to get some quick play going. Pawn at h3, rook a1. Right, now I'll take and go knight e5. Maybe get knight at f7 in, knight at g5 is also an option. And he may sack his queen, which seems interesting. But he can just go back, and I'll have to prove myself. Then I'll go pawn at e5 and f3 probably. But at least I have him thinking. That's nice. Yeah, there we go. And now I might try something here, or bishop at g4. He's a lot of light pieces, bishops and knights, and I don't have any. So he has to try to make use of them. Right, let's take, and if he takes back I have queen h5, and if he goes here I'll probably have to play king h1. I guess I'll take and go queen h5 and then back. Try to get my king to safety. And he probably has to use a piece to block, and otherwise king f8. At least I could take this pawn with check, and that's important. Because then I'll have another move to get safe afterwards. Or keep counter-attacking. Maybe knight e5 and knight at g6 is an option. He takes with the, he blocks with the queen, so now he's threatening this. And bishop at e4 is also annoying. Next move. So let's go queen g2, and if bishop at e4 then f3. And if takes here, I'll guess I'll take back. Then he can take here and I'll have to block. But now at least my pawn structure is back the way it's supposed to be. Right, it's tough, this position. He has 4 pieces around my king and I only have 2, so therefore I decided to place this knight here, attacking this one, and if he takes maybe I'll have something at e6. That's what I'm going for. Let's place a pawn and see where he wants to go. Alright, now take back. There's this knight at d7. Well, not a threat, but at least it's something. But he's still in a much better shape than I am. I hope he will go pawn at g4, and then I can take the knight. But he probably will find a better move. Okay, now could you take the knight as well? Yeah, let's go for that, because I have knight at f5 next, and there aren't any sacrifices. Oh, there is knight at f3, I missed that. But alright, his time is running low, so he might miss it. Let's sidestep. Not allowing this knight at f3 again, since if I take, he would have still had the move. And let's play some quick moves and try to keep him under pressure. Oh, it seemed like a leg spike there. Another pin on the queen, and now queen e7 first, and threatening knight at e6, and now this should be mate. Alright, happy to take that game. Alright, Operation berserking me. Well, then I might have a chance. Playing this early Queen E2. Don't know what's that about. But sure, we'll take it. Do I have some way to get an initiative going? At least now I'm disturbing his development and taking away his right to castle. But I need to make some progress soon. Otherwise he'll be able to take me out. Let's go Queen D7. If bishop at f5, I want to take this one and knight at f2. And if he takes on g4, I will just take back. So therefore he goes that way. But now my next move was knight h5, trapping the queen, I think, yeah. Alright, and now my position looks more than fine. Knight takes g3, he has to worry about. And if he covers with the rook, there will be queen takes h3 even. And he has berserked, so he doesn't have a lot of time. Okay, let's go this. He has to take, I guess. Alright, he may not. Does he have any checkmate? No. So I can take this one first. Was looking at knight h6, but I can just take, and that will be enough. All right. All right, taking down Operation. That's nice. I always have a tough time against him, but since he decided to berserk, he had to think about the position, it became a quick win for me. The finisher still 100%. Jan Lee lost his first game. Fumitok still at the top, still 100% berserk, I guess. Yeah, that's very impressive. He berserked against Jan Lee and won. Well, maybe Jan Lee berserked back though, I don't know. Probably. Let's play the check first. If he plays queen e2, then I at knight d4. Alright, let's just develop. Normally, if he can't play knight f3 yet, so he has to take first. But now queen b2 is a threat he has to deal with, and queen d5 also, so probably knight c3. Alright, he decides to ignore this. He will get quick development though after knight bd2. But after knight bd2 I may have pawn at e3. Yeah, okay, he's harassing this one. So bishop at b6, covering but also attacking. Let's see how to play this. Bishop b4, pinning the knight. Make him use the pawn. And then I'll maybe sack on f2. And go knight g4. Seems like a reasonable plan. Since I'll have a lot of options to trade material. And maybe even knight e4 in some stages. So he will have a lot to think about. Right, let's go d6 first. If rook b1, then I'll take and sacrifice. If he castles, I'll have pawn at h3. And d6 first, because now the knight, I'm planning to play knight g4, then the knight is covered by the bishop. And the king can't take it if I sacrifice it against the king. So therefore, I chose to play it this way. Alright, let's move in. And the plan is to take on c3 next. Yeah, alright. Now knight e4, I guess. Or knight g4. Let's go knight g4. Stick to the original idea. And the point of this is that I'm winning back the queen with check. For instance, he can't move his king because pawn at f2 is checkmate, so he has to take. And then he can move to g1 or f2. And either way, I can take the queen with check. Alright, he decides to take it. Don't know if he can take another time. And he is running low on time as well. Pawn at f2, king g1, pawn at g1. I don't have enough, so let's go queen here and give some cover at the back, at the king. Because knight at c7 now surely comes, yeah. Alright, I missed that one. That's actually very nice. And now I'm in a bit of trouble. Since I don't have any pieces left, I totally missed bishop at g5. I guess I have to cover c7. And he can just take a8 and or even go back and slowly try to figure out the checkmate. So therefore I'll try to keep moving a bit quicker so that he won't have that much time. Let's go. What do I want to do? Let's just take. Knight at c6 is checkmate. Alright, he misses it. And now it's not any longer. Right. Yeah. Bishop at g5. Too bad I missed that. But alright, at least I managed to get on a streak and get some multipliers going. So now we'll try to get back on it again. Fumitak still on top. The finisher also has lost a game. Upper lost against me. So nobody on 100% anymore. At least at the top. Right, the Belgian player, Stoofbussen. Who, according to the chat last time, is mainly a Bughouse player. So maybe we'll catch him in some Crazyhouse lines. Let's go bishop f4. Now bishop h3, threatening pawn at d7. Alright. Let's make it sharp. Let's go pawn here first. And now take. And castles if possible. Yeah, I think I will castle. Not allowing c takes b2, of course. But if he plays something like bishop at a3, then I will definitely castle, or b2 I mean, and give him this pawn. And then try to get in on the king side. Since my king side is pretty safe, these these pawns are doing a great job protecting the entry squares. And he already lost the right to castle, yeah, so therefore he's opting to, or at least trying to deny me castling. He might trade and play bishop at a6. Then I'll have to block with the pawn. 94, good move. I can take this because of the pin. And now you have some bishop at c2 idea, taking the knights, and there may be some crazy tactic here. Maybe I shouldn't have taken on c3 and just castle. Get my king into safety. Yeah. Let's make him use another pawn. And then castle. Oh, this is tough. I thought I was fine with taking this one, but actually he's proving that I should have been more cautious there. Let's block with the pawn. But okay, I'll still have this threat of taking the bishop or the knight. Let's threaten this one and also this. And after that maybe I'll take, depending on where he what he's doing with his queen, or if he moves the queen at all. And his time is also running very low, so he has to be careful. Maybe I'll take this one with the queen. Or actually bishop, take the bishop. Seems fine as well. Yeah, let's take the bishop. Take here. Block, and at some point knight at d7 will be very strong. Knight at d3 is also a threat. Let's block here. Can take back with this one if necessary. Right, let's see what he how he responds to this. It's hard to find a good move here. Knight e5, knight d7. But then rook at f8, maybe queen at d5. Right, let's go knight g5, threatening knight at d7, or at least that was my plan. He quickly countered with that one. Now I think it's okay to block here. And now I can start to drop pieces around my king and get my king to safety, while trying to attack him. Now that h3 is not really a problem, just king h1. And now we're getting in. Yeah, this threatens checkmate, so he has to do something about that. And again, checkmate is threatened. Right. There we go. Still in 5th place, with 8 points in front of Mariarton. Everybody is beating each other at the top. Only Operation seems to be his only loss against me. It seems to be very strong. But Jan Lee already suffered 2 losses, finisher 3. So Fumi Tak's berserking seems to pay off. Right, Operation again. Let's see, how do I want to proceed here? Maybe bishop d6 even. I don't know. Bishop e3 would have been hard to counter. Right, I guess he goes for the sacrifice. Let's see. I guess knight e5 is fine, maybe. Tough. Could also just decide to part with the knight. And go rook f8 or something. Alright, let's go knight b6, attacking the queen, and see if he takes. Yeah, he does. Now I'll have to play d6, covering e6 and also denying him the scope. He can take this knight maybe, which I'll have to keep in mind. Since if, for example, I took on f5, there would have been knight at e6. If you mean my opponent, Robert, yes, he's from Holland. I don't know exactly where he lives, but he's also a Dutchman. I have to cover f7 again. Let's try it this way. And just trying to survive here. Now I think I can take on f5, maybe not. Maybe bishop d6, of d7 I mean. Involve the rook in the game. Ah, that's pretty checkmate. I had the feeling I was almost there, and then he had that one resource left. Probably should have taken on f7 then. Alright, GSVC. I haven't seen him play a lot lately, but of course he's still a formidable opponent. He did very well in the candidates tournament of last year, almost getting to the match against Jan Lee. But Oberweisen managed to win a few matches more than him. Yeah, sure. He probably can do that. Let's go knight e5. Oh, that's a mouse slip. That's a really bad mouse slip. Wants to go knight e5 and bishop g4, trying to defend against this stuff here. I guess I can still try it, but he'll probably have something here. Alright, let's take. Yeah. Block off his queen. Yeah, that's just a horrible mouse slip. Pawn here. Then I'll take on h7, probably. He may be looking for something more convincing, but I don't think he has to. Takes d6 even, yeah. Yeah, this is just game over. Alright, too bad. Knight b6. If I could have played knight e5 and move earlier, I think I would have had a decent chance against him. But okay, still in the top 5. The other 4 guys are getting away though, but we'll see. I'll be very happy if I can finish in the top 5 in this tournament. Alright, Stove Basse again. Let's go e4 this time. Well, maybe this was slightly inaccurate. Maybe knight at h5 first was better, because now he has the option of bishop at h5. But okay, bishop at f5 or g4, yeah. Let's go knight g5. If this knight e4, then knight e4 is covered. He goes there anyway. Now this may be annoying for him. Let's take. Right, knight at a3. Trying to deny him any knight at c4 or knight at f3 business, or bishop at f3 and then knight at g2. I mean, sorry. So now he has to do something about this bishop, and well, then maybe I'll try to attack it again. Alright, he decides to do nothing about it. But I think I'll have bishop, I can just take and go knight at f6 and try to get some discover check going. And then I can go knight takes e4, discover check, and then take c3. Or even I even have the option of bishop at b4. But I don't know if that's the most or the best one. So let's stick to this one. there's even checkmate. Let's see. King e8, knight f6. You can't take, obviously. No, let's just take this one, and then see how we'll checkmate. Let's go here. Bishop at b5 maybe. If bishop at b4, just block. And the good thing for me is that he can't castle anymore. I don't know if you want to castle now, but maybe castling queenside would have been an option. But I've denied him that option, so now I'm threatening takes and queen at d8. And there are also, I have these defenders in my eye, so you'll have a hard time defending against my attack, even though I don't have any pieces left in hand. Right. Bishop d7 maybe then. Don't know. Okay. 5 points behind Jan Lee, 4 points ahead of Moriarton, so relatively safe at the 5th spot. Alright, 25 more minutes to go. I might be berserking some games now. Try to catch the top guys, but I think the next game I'll just play, and then maybe afterwards I'll berserk some. FMH bar again. This h6 move is important, as the bishop has this retreat now. So therefore I have to go knight e5, and knight h4 wasn't really an option anymore. c5 maybe. Right. He'll try to get in. I guess I'll have to block here. If he takes the knights, I can take the bishop and then play bishop f4 with tempo. Now I can take a knight, and knight at e7 is on. Let's just go. I thought about bishop takes e4 first, but now I'll have a little more defensive resources here. Right, let's take. What are his threats? Or can I just play bishop at h5? Yeah, he's already resigning. Bishop at h5 was very strong already. I guess he missed the queen fork there. Alright, CRW. If I win this game, I will get 4 points. So let's try to focus. Knight e4. I could castle. I think castling is also fine, actually. But now we come in this line, alright. Knight g5 is a blunder, so don't play knight g5. Knight g5 takes and bishop at h4. So rook f1 probably is the best. Let's try that. And then just bishop at h4 or something like that. Bishop at g5, knight at h5. All sorts of options. If he takes the knight, I can take back with the queen, and there will be some threats along this file. He decides to take the bishop, and maybe he will go bishop g6. Alright, he's going for that move, which seems also fine, of course. Alright, let's just sacrifice the queen and move out of the way. Try to get an attack going for myself here. Bishop at g5, king at g1 at some point to get safe. And I'm also safe on f2, but there are a lot of checks. Knight at g4, queen at e2. So maybe it's just better to step into safety. But the problem for CRW is that he doesn't have any pieces, only the queen to play with. So he could try something like queen at e2, but then I just move. Yeah, so he decides to part with the queen. Let's take that. Alright. Bishop f, also covering f2. And let's see. Let's go knight at c5. Also trying to get this pawn back. Right, finally we have the queen at e2, so I've not wasted a move on king g1, so to say. Alright, and this is just a simple checkmate. If he blocks, then I'll take b7 or pawn at b7. Alright, and we won 3 games in a row again. So that's very nice. But the finisher and Jan Lee are also on a streak. So let's see if we can get some easier pairing. Alright, Fumi talks again. And he's berserking. Let's just play this standard stuff. Don't know if rook b8 is the way to go, but I felt like it would be alright. Expecting knight f4 probably. And now it's time to go bishop b4 to clear up this mess here. And But the good thing about this is that the H file is open. So if I make him use all this material, then I might have chances over there. So for example, now queen b5, maybe a knight e2. It's already threatening. I have to calculate if he has checkmate though. Knight e2 takes. Then he'll have two knights in hand. Pawn at d7. Let's just trust my instincts. Because I think pawn at d7 and knight at c5, and I could just go back, and he doesn't have any pawns to place on d7. So he has to move the king like he does. And now I have made him move the king, which is nice, of course. And I can take on h2. At least I think so. Okay, let's block. I'm threatening bishop at g3, which is rather nasty. Until, although he can take it now. Let's go bishop at h4 then. Let's see if he wants to waste a pawn. Because now I have knight at g3 also at my disposal. And he still doesn't have any pawns to play with. Let's see. I think I can take this one. Can just block with the knight here. Pawn at e3 is also not an option. Or bishop at bishop g5. And let's go bishop g5. Let's see how he reacts. Right, he can just run. Pawn d3. Pawn at d7. I have to deal with that. At least I guess. Yeah, let's place a knight here for some defensive measures. Right, let's take. I missed that he had made. Does he though? I think I can go here and go rook takes. Wow. Did he escape? Probably did. Well done, well done, well. I thought I had him, but I probably missed a checkmate there. Alright, Jan Lee taking 6 berserking games in a row. That's very strong, and taking first place now. Right, last 10 minutes, 12 minutes, let's try to overtake Opper. Right, that's just a free pawn. Threatening to take here, and also to take here. Yeah, Jan Lee is the best. For sure. Well, maybe he's at least he's always top level. You also could argue that 12-10 is the better Crazyhouse player, but Jan Lee is tough, and he in a match strategy or in a match he is very good. He can just you can really focus in on an opponent. Discouraging my opponent here to castle, well, then I will play pawn at h3, and I probably will play pawn at h3 anyway. Right, let's ignore that for now. Because the only pawn he can take is this one. And if now pawn at d7, I can just sidestep. Since the threat of mate on g2 is too big, you can't really ignore that. Knight e1 and pawn at e2 should be enough. Alright. And Jan Lee and Fumitox are now playing each other. Probably will be decisive if Jan Lee wins. But it seems like Fumitox is having a good position. We'll see. Be exciting to see a close finish. Alright, that's berserk. Just trying to get quick moves out and see where we go. C3 covering this pawn. He was threatening to take on h3 there. Now probably, maybe it was a mouse slip. I think he meant to play knight there, but okay, this is also fine. Try to get something going here. Inviting the rook sack on h4, which I think is fine for me. Now encouraging him even more. Right, he still doesn't do it. f3 maybe. Then the sack will be valid. They can take on d5. That seems alright. Gotta watch out for my time though. Let's just make a few moves. Let's see where it goes. This all seems very dangerous for me. Does he have mate if I walk back? Yeah, he does. So I have to run up and hope for the best. Knight takes f2. Alright, this is also a winning, I guess. Well done. I may have had some chances there, but he was too quick in the end. I thought too much there. Right, so at least I'm Upper has quit the tournament, so I'm now in 4th place, and I think I should be able to maintain that spot. I don't see me overtaking the finisher now. But alright. Last few games, a bit of berserking action. Let's go pawn, bishop at g5. If it takes, then right, bit sloppy, allowing this straight. But alright, bishop at g5 maybe come next. I have the possibility to castle long. And he doesn't have any pawns, that's helpful. Yeah, reasonable move. Let's go knight at f4. Maybe make him move the rook. Alright. Now I castle long, and I'll just block here. And then there will be all kinds of threats. Pawn at a7, I can just play knight at e2 and king d7. Actually, if he takes, I'll probably take on f3. So yeah, he has to play that another move. I guess I'll take. I totally missed this one. I had to I had to make another move. Alright. Well done by him. And he's happy about it, so good for him. Right, Fumito, let's give him the bishop. Let's try this again. It went very well last time. Only I forgot to now I don't have to sacrifice. I shouldn't sacrifice another rook, then I should be fine. He needs another pawn. Pawn at h2, sidestep, promote, I think. And this probably is a good way to get it. Let's see. I take, he goes pawn here. I guess I'll have to take. Pawn at h6. Yeah, I'll have to take and see how he plans to do this. Knight at e1. Alright, yeah. That's actually probably the way to go. Pawn at f3, maybe. Alright, too bad. Yeah, I guess that line is just not working. Alright, congrats to Fumitax on winning the tournament. Ending the streak of Jan Lee, I think. He won 4 or 5 in a row. Happy to take the 4th place. And I will most likely be streaming this tournament again next week. And I don't know about any more upcoming streams, unless I mean only about the monthly Crazyhouse, which will be played this Tuesday, and I also will be joining that tournament. So I'll hope to see you then, and I wish you a very good day for now. Goodbye.